Hello. Tony.
Oh, we're live. Oh man. Hey everybody. Sorry, wasn't ready for you yet. How's everyone doing? Let's do the show, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Green.
Oh my gosh. Did y'all just hear Kolin? That is so funny. He was completely unprepared. I was just taking a nap here by the fire, waiting for him to wake me up for the show. Let's get it started. It's Friday, and this time I'm rested. Let's go on. Hey Barton. Hey Phoebe. How you doing? Okay. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait. I got my order wrong. My gosh, this is so fabulous. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of this experience. And welcome to the Friday episode of Hello, I'm Tony Green. At the top of the show, I've been doing this thing where this is so wonderful. Do you see this, man? This is so wonderful. Yeah. But we've been making like a quarantine drink, and we do have something for you coming soon. Unfortunately, Pam was unavailable to teach me how to actually make it. So I just poured some of the wonderful monkey shoulder with just a slush onto this fabulous glass. And that is good. It tastes inspirational. That's what I love about monkey shoulder. It's blended Scotch whiskey. So this is going to be a blend of wonderful whiskeys, very smooth, very rich, and very lovely. And I'm very excited to see what we do create with it. But what is so wonderful about monkey shoulder is that it is making drinks easy and approachable for the consumer. So I have here Sonic Slushy. Okay. Can we go into that? You see that? You see that, Brent? Okay. So I'm popping it open. Okay. And then you just take your monkey shoulder. Okay. And this is a quarantine. Okay. Shake it. Shake. Okay. I don't suggest that part because you have to keep sanitized. Can I get sanitary? Can I get sanitary? Mm-hmm. Thank you, sir. Okay. Yes. And that's how you stay sanitary and monkey shoulder. This is a lemon berry slush with a touch of monkey shoulder just right off in there. And I'm so excited to get to sip that throughout the experience that we're going to have here today. An experience it is going to be. DJ Shower, are you there?
Tony, I'm always here for you. How are you?
Thank you, DJ Shower. I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Good.
Fabulous show last week. Thank you for premiering your song with us.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure, Tony. Yeah, more to come on that front. So
I'm excited.
What's that?
Yes, the Albatross.
The Albatross, baby.
Yes, the Albatross.
Having more and more airtime on your program. Hint, hint. Hint,
you know, we try to get you in there.
Thank you, baby.
Yes, that is the name, man. On this show, on this limited series, he's known as DJ Shower.
Tony, fun fact
such a fabulous development. What you say, baby?
Fun fact, I did take a shower today, so DJ Shower is not just a clever nickname.
You used the actual shower.
Water and everything, not just lights and electricity.
That's fabulous. That's fabulous.
I thought
and
so.
That's just the type of thing we do here. Take showers. It's
Keep
wonderful.
it
Kolin, are you there?
I'm right here, Tony. Do you see me?
Yes. You
Good.
look ridiculous.
You know what? I just got done packing all my sweaters up, and then this weather changed in hours. I don't know what's going on outside.
Oh my God. There's a fruit fly in here. Lord, Kolin. I'm so
okay,
sorry.
Tony?
You pack your sweaters out?
Yeah, I packed them all up, and now I'm unraveling them all out of my closet again because I thought we were done with the cold, but it is chilly today.
Welcome to Texas, bitch.
Yeehaw. Yeehaw.
Oh my gosh. In addition to welcoming you guys to Texas, where the weather is just like it is, we want to welcome you to our Venmo as well. At Hello, I'm Tony Green is going to be linked in the show and below. You can reach us and help us continue to make this fabulous show possible for you. Tuesdays, Fridays, maybe on some different days. We don't know. We'll talk about it this weekend. I'm very excited because now what I have for you up next is something that has been growing in the quarantine version of Hello, I'm Tony Green, Crafts with Collins.
Oh, yeah.
Colin, what do you have for us today?
Well, what I've been working on lately is I thought about making a little map. Everyone lives in the same place, and you're unaware of the surroundings and the dimensions. But I've made a little map, a little fun thing y'all can do, and you can tell I burned some of the edges to where it looks like a real map, and you can tell there's the front porch,
a real map.
Yeah, and then you got the living room. Oh, and there's Wayne's room, and that's his back window.
You found a map.
Yeah,
of Wayne's. This is a floor plan.
Yeah, it's a floor plan, all right. And he only has one window in his room. But I've been marking off where all the vents are, so I've been kind of doing that at home. But yeah, just a fun thing. Like, make a map, everybody. Put some booby traps on there, or some roomy traps.
Okay, so yes. Did you hear about what happened now?
Oh, yes. He got the package I made for him, did he?
Yes. Last week, and I think we have a clip of this. Wonderful Colin has been being so defeated because the crazy, wacky, and wild Wayne A has been chiming in and sending people over to my show just to egg out poor Colin. And
Bully.
You know what Colin did? He had me send over a package, a supreme package of just some old chicken strips and beer. And I think we have that clip. Do we have that clip pulled up? Sweetie producers?
I know all about it, so you don't have to shout it. Gonna figure this thing out.
Excuse me.
What are you doing here?
I'm
Social distancing, Tony Green.
Oh, you see, I have gloves.
6 feet.
I have gloves and I have my pants on.
Yeah, I wanted to be right, but not right.
I brought this for you. It's the scent from Colin.
Thank you.
He wanted me to bring you this.
Really?
Yes. I heard you've been talking about him on the show. Could you have a sip of one for us?
I don't know.
On your show?
Yeah, I could.
In a bite of maybe one of these chicken strips we brought over?
I don't know about that.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, they're just chicken strips, don't you think?
I don't.
I'm sure that you would think so if you get into it. You want to sanitize first? Here. I brought some. Oh.
We practice safe hazards here. Safe hazards.
So great. What is this called? Wacky Wilds?
Weird and Wild Wednesday.
Wacky Wild Wednesday.
Thank you for joining.
That's great. Thank you so much for having me.
It's hot and fresh.
Yes. Send it from Colin.
Thank you, Colin.
Somebody wanted you to have that. Of course, I didn't want him to come deliver myself. Do you want to get the eggs?
Well, thank you, Colin. It's so kind of you.
So wonderful.
You're just trying to fatten me up so you can fat shame me more?
It's just something cute that we do at Hello, I'm Tony Green. I was going to stop by and give you that.
Well, I'm so thankful for it.
Of course.
Here's an air hug for you.
Thank you. Yes. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's okay.
I have to go.
It's great to have you.
It's so great to have you.
Thank you for the gifts.
Oh my gosh.
You're such a sweetie.
We'll do it again sometime.
Thank you so much.
Just stay away from my show.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
It does pay off.
And see, I can be nice. I just want to know if Wayne ever found the toothpicks in that chicken tender.
Some things we'll never get the full answer to. Thank you so much, Colin, for sending those chicken strips over. I was happy to deliver them on your behalf.
Thank you. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Thank you. Good on you, Tony.
Thank you so much. Yes. So that's what we're doing with Colin this week. I'm so happy that he got to have that moment. And we want to give a shout out to Wacky and Wild Wednesdays. Okay, may they be wacky as ever. Okay, just wacky, bitch. Mm. Next up, I have my Tony Talk segment, and I have some characters on the show for you today. From Salsa Limon, I have not only Milo, who you are usually familiar with whenever I mention the word Salsa Limon, but I have Rosa Ramirez. Okay, I have everybody. And I want to bring them onto the show for Tony Talk. Milo?
God, I can't believe it. Is this episode 8 already?
Can you believe it?
Man, I remember when you were just a child.
Yes, it's true.
It's
true. I know. I mean, we hopped into season 2 of this, making these quarantine versions of the shows, and we're stacking them up now. I mean, we're like all the way through our season.
Oh.
This is all the Clay, one of my sweetie producers. This is all he wanted to do. He's ready to
but
stop
you know,
after
but you
3
know, Tony,
episodes.
Tony, I want to be honest with you. This is like the Super Bowl of this kind of communication, because everybody's at home and they're all like wanting to keep connected, and so you're doing it right, my friend. How do I look?
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I plan to keep doing it right. We have a great team, and then of course I have access to some crazy characters like yourself.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Milo.
You're very welcome, Eddie. So am I going to be able to see Rosie or no?
Where's she at? Do we have her called in?
Let me see. She just texted me. Let me see if.
So we have a light technical difficulty right now. And so what I'm hearing from my sweetie producers is that we're going forward with the wonderful talk segment, and we're hoping that Rosalia hops in at any time.
Okay, so are we actually live right now?
We're live. Mm-hmm. That's why we have to really we have to really take it out.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well, let me put my live face on here. Where's the camera?
Yes. Okay. Get your face. Lord.
I'm gonna put my live face on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Tell
God,
us a little
awesome.
bit, like, what's the Salsa Limon secret? What's something that
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you right now what it is. Is taking care of people. That is the ultimate secret to success, is to focus on making sure everybody's doing okay and being happy. It's like that's the cultural part, I think.
That's what we have to do right now.
But doesn't look, Tony, you take care of people all the time. Let's be honest. Let's be real here. You take care of people all the time, and that's why everybody loves Tony Green. You can't walk into any place that because you can connect in that way. Honestly, that's what we need to do, and that's the secret. You know that. That's the secret to being liked.
If that is the secret, then that's exactly what we're going to keep doing. Yes.
I have a question. I have a question for Milo about his other secret. I need the recipe to that fabulous green salsa.
I'm going to tell you the secret. Okay.
Live and direct.
You got to, don't be afraid to char those jalapenos, baby.
I am white.
The char.
You're talking about the creamy green one, right?
Yes, the creamy green one.
That one is so fabulous.
That one is just the secret to that is
house.
I think I think what the key there, and I think Rosie might be joining. Actually, I think I just saw her. Something popped up. But yeah, I think the secret to that salsa is patience, man. You gotta just, whenever you're mixing things together, you just gotta go real slow, baby, real slow. It's all handcraft, man. Like that. These are the things of one of the components that makes Mexican food so awesome. Not just salsa limon. I think Mexican food at a greater scale is that patience, man. That patience of getting stuff done right. I know,
and I just want to say for the viewers out there, if you haven't experienced Salsa Limon salsas, that is part of the experience that you're going to have there. It's not just about the El Capitan. It's not just about the burrito. It's not just about those fabulous meats that you're going to have. It's about these salsas.
That's true.
There are 4. There are 4 for you to pick from. Okay, we've got the Roja, Okay, we've got some verde. We
Yeah,
we
baby.
got the jalapeno.
Tell him,
And then we go
Tony.
all the way up into the habanero.
Watch out with
Okay,
that.
come on now.
Show
Yeah, I
some
put
respect.
Drops.
Show some respect for the habanero, though, guys. Okay, I mean, people sometimes think it's queso, and some people are fooled
It's
by
hot.
the friendly orange color. It can get out of control. But hey, Mexican food's supposed to be hot. It's supposed to be hot.
It's supposed to be a little violent, just a little bit.
It has to push the limit. It has to. Good Mexican food is going to push the limit.
Barton, excuse me. I didn't so you can't. I need at least 30 minutes. You have to turn it down. But Barton.
I just heard
Don't let Barton
Rosie's in the way.
We're doing the
on the
show
waiting
right
room,
now.
guys.
All I ask is for 30 minutes of like lightness, and then he's got a whole show on here on Netflix. Go to him, Brandon. Show him what he's doing.
Antoine,
please turn it down, Barton. You can't pause it for a moment.
What is it?
Very quick show.
Is that Barton?
It's always Barton. They're fighting all the time.
What are you
They're
watching?
married.
There's no game on.
I don't know if you know this.
He's watching.
Hey,
like,
you guys! I
what
just
are you
heard
watching?
Rosie's on the waiting room. I don't know if anybody wants to let her in, but she's
He's
sitting
watching
there.
Something with Spider-Man. James Franco. I love him. He's very cute.
Oh,
First time I met
I just
Barton,
told him. Okay.
I will tell y'all.
Barton.
I'm sorry, Milo. No, let me come back to you.
Every single. I mean, I want to hear Barton's stories.
Do we have Rosalia? I think we have Rosie.
My twin.
Yes.
Poor
the other half.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I hear her, but I do not see her.
Okay. We have a second guest joining the Tony Talk segment. That is Rosalia Ramirez. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I was just talking with Milo about some of the different sauces that you guys offer at Salsa Limon. But now that you're here, can you give us like a little take on how restaurants are adapting during this pandemic? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, there's everything from changing menus to reducing hours to finding technology to get the food to the customer with no contact. But I think that it's really something that's changing every day. Like you have to adapt every day. This is like a very fluid situation, and so far,
absolutely. Not only as like just a restaurant business, but I think, in shows and people who are content makers, everybody's finding new ways to adapt every day. Certainly that's what we're doing here. Can you tell us a little bit about just like the tequila experience that you're familiar with?
Well, at Salsa Limon, we try to have a few different choices. I think that to me, my favorite is usually something that is clear. The darker ones are not much of my choice, but also depends what you're drinking with it. Like if you're drinking it by itself or in a cocktail, in a margarita, I think that also requires a different type of tequila.
Fabulous.
Milo, what do you drink? I know you've gone from mezcal to tequila. What do you like?
Yeah, no, I'm into drinking white tequila, white mezcal. I just try to keep it young. I like to taste the tequila. But from time to time, somebody will whip out a really nice reposado or a añejo. They'll put on añejo, And whenever that happens, I usually don't say no. I usually say, you know what, let's give it a shot. But what I'm buying right now is I'm buying like a Dobel Diamante. It's really tasty. It's not that expensive.
You love that, Maestro Dobel.
But hey, because it's a really smart. It's really smart.
I believe.
No, but the Diamante is a cristalino.
Okay.
It's a cristalino tequila.
It's a cristalino.
Yeah.
It's the style that is añejo, but then it's purified after so that it becomes super clear, but retains a lot of that flavor.
Right. It doesn't get the coloring that sometimes some of the tequilas that are held get from the barrel or whatever.
Well, what else can you guys tell us? Like, just give us some good tidbits going forward. What can we look forward to coming out from Salsa Limon? I know Museo is about to open. So what's going on with that?
Rosie, you want to tell them?
Well, yes, Museo is going to open. I think we would like for it to have been probably like last week or so, but I think once this settles and we're all healthy and ready to be in physical proximity of less than 6 feet, I think we're definitely going to be throwing a great party to inaugurate it. So I think that right now is the big question of when we're going to open.
Girl, well, I am ready. I am looking forward to this whole museum district. You know, I will be there at the opening night party, and I hope all of you guys are here in Fort Worth. You're all invited. Whenever Museo opens, you're going to hear about it right on this show. Please keep me posted, guys.
Absolutely, Tony. There's a couple
thank
of really
you for
cool
coming
surprises.
on. Like, can you say, do you guys have any questions for me just before you go?
Yeah, man, I want to know everything. How are you doing? How are you? Are you ready to adapt? Are you in which ways are you adapting, Tony?
Oh my gosh, great question, Mila. I am adapting to this world by one, continuing to work. One, you know, I'm continuously surrounded by creatives, the people on the other side of the camera, the people at the house producing this show right now, and the writers who are always just doing something. You know, they're always just responding to my craziness. And then Kolin, girl, Kolin.
Is he around?
Kolin, are you in there?
Where is he?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
What's up, Kolin?
Colin's in there.
Pretty good.
Yeah, y'all say hi to Kolin.
Holy
Colin's
shit,
in here.
Kolin.
Hey, Colin.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kolin, do you have any Salsa Limon questions before? I don't want to.
Oh, nice. Hey, open the fridge. Let's see what you have in the fridge.
All right.
Prove your fridge to us.
Oh no.
Oh,
Woo!
yeah. Is that salmon I see up
What?
there? Nice.
Get ready for a lot of Hot Pockets.
It's got all my roommates' names on it. It's not mine. But hey, I'm glad I caught you because I've been whipping up a couple tasty treats myself these last couple of days. Yeah. So
You're creative. You got good ideas.
Yeah, I found this really cool recipe online. It's called an artisanal potato capsule. Really cool. I think they're actually almost done. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Woo! Shouldn't have done that.
Wait a minute.
Shouldn't have done that. Check it out.
What, is it gnocchi?
Potato
Gnocchis?
bod.
Is that it?
Those are tater tots.
Those are tater tots. Over to me, Kolin.
Yeah, treat it like this, Kolin, with the
Tony. Yeah. You want one? You want one, Tony? You got it?
Yeah, I'll have one.
Oh my God.
Okay, thank you.
Oh
my God. This is so fabulous. Thank you so much, Kolin.
It's called gourmet. I don't know what that word means. Gourmet.
Yeah.
You also put that on the menu.
Damn, those look great.
Oh, we have a guest. Thank you so much. We love you too. We have some guests from outside the window.
Oh, hey. That's cute.
No, she's got another sign. Just wait.
Oh. No, she doesn't. Those are some of my wine people.
Gun shy now. Like he's been so wounded by
every time
Wayne.
somebody comes up with a sign. This is so funny because now that people come up, he always thinks it's Juane from Wacky Wild Wednesdays. That's coming up with all these signs because if you've seen some of the last few episodes, sorry, I have tater tot in my teeth. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh. Well, I just want to send you guys off with love. And I want to thank you for coming onto the show for just a little bit. We're going to keep checking in with some of my favorite people, Milo and Rosie. Thank you so much for being here for just a little bit. I'm going to check in on Museo. I'm going to check in on you guys on this show. Hello, I'm Tony Green. To come.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. All right, guys, coming up next, I'm so excited because this is Simon Flory. I have him waiting in the waltz. What do you call him? Waiting in the waiting room. Well, like off to the side, the waiting room. Okay. With the wings. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. So next up, we are going to have this wonderful performance by Simon Flory. I know that this was in a secret location in a warehouse, and you're going to find out a little bit, and then we're going to have him live on the show. This is Simon Flory live.
After my mother, my old man's another child who's grown up, and if dreams were lightning, thunder desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of Romeo. Just give me one thing that I could hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. He weren't much to look at, he's just a free rambling man. But that was such a long time, and no matter how hard I tried, oh yeah, the years they just flew by, broken down down. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old Romeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living. Oh, it's just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear 'em buzzing. I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old Romeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living. Oh, it's a hard way to go. To believe in this living is such a hard way to go.
Hello, we are back, and I'm still Tony Green. I just showed you that little video, and I now have right here with us Simon Flory live. Simon, hello.
Tony, what's up, man? How are you doing tonight?
I'm so good. Your hair is getting so long since the last time I saw you.
I tell you what, Wyatt over at Panther City Salon. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's
I love
right.
Wyatt. Wyatt Woodruff-Adams. Shout out to him.
Absolutely. Love Wyatt.
I love him as well. He's also a fabulous artist in town. So just give him a look and a shout out. So Simon, tell us about that song that you performed today.
Well, I wanted to play a John Prine song. It's his ninth day in ICU with because he contracted COVID-19, and he just a hugely important songwriter. Um, and has battled back from cancer several times to release last year's or 2 years ago now record that was just absolutely fantastic. And I just want to keep it fun and do the big hit. Of course, Bonnie Raitt did that song. So
Bonnie Raitt performed that John Prine song. Can you tell us that story about that though? About how he did it? Yes. Tell me that.
Okay.
Tell us that.
So the my main connection to that song, besides that it's such a wonderful tune and Bonnie Raitt's so great, but did you get it?
Oh, okay, I got it.
You got that fruit fly.
Okay, fruit flies. Oh my gosh, I got it. No, don't let me stop you.
No, I love you. Don't let me stop myself. So I was up in Chicago in 2006, and I was up there learning to play music at this place called the Old Town School of Folk Music, and it turns out that is where John Prine learned to play guitar, and that's also where Roger McGuinn learned to play guitar, and all these seminal kind of folk musicians from the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Yeah. So there's this little folk school there. And I'm talking to one of the teachers, and he had been around since the 60s or 70s. And of course, when you hear that, I just want to dive in. I want to hear some stories. I want to hear, the history. I want to from the people that are there. I mean, Wikipedia ain't got anything on these people. So I'm talking to him. Ed Holstein is his name, and he said that him and John Prine were good buddies, and they just started writing songs together. And they're young guys. And one day, John was walking down the sidewalk, and he was in this outdoor cafe sitting down. And John walks up, and he says, "Hey man, what are you up to?" He says, "Well, I'm sitting in here with a pretty girl drinking a beer." And John says, "Well, I got this song that I've been writing. I just started it. You want to come and help me finish this tune?"
Mm-hmm.
And so,
how nice.
So Ed says, "You know what? I mean, maybe I got this good beer, these pretty women. I don't know." And he goes, he says, "Well, tell me what the first line is." He said, "I am an old woman named after my mother." And Ed said, "That song sounds terrible. It's never going to go anywhere." So he didn't even help him write the tune, and it turned out to be a big major monster hit. So
a gigantic hit. Bonnie Raitt is iconic. I mean, Lord, well, what a crazy roundabout way for you to have ended up at such a iconic music making place.
Now, are you a Bonnie Raitt fan?
I love her. I love her. She taught me how to sing. I say this, yes, she did, as well as Whitney Houston and Boyz II Men. Yes, it's a combination of those three. So yes.
You know what? If you were gonna, if somebody's gonna say, what does Tony Green sound like? I'd say, Bonnie Raitt,
there you go.
For sure, Whitney for sure, but
absolutely, it's all three.
The Boyz II Men, all the Boyz.
Okay, and I'm telling you, there are some thin lines between how different they are, and that is going to be a wonderful segue for me to use into your short paper thin lines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you think that because you named the short paper thin lines that you had a shoe into the Thin Line Fest and didn't?
You know what? What's funny is, and of course we're talking about my short film that I just had premiere at the Thin Line Festival in Denton, Texas. I had not even thought of it. No joke. I did not even remotely think of it. And when they sent me the acceptance email, and I'm freaking out, I'm so excited. And I sent it to the editor, Paul Hyduke, who actually works with Make Something Beautiful. You've met Paul. And
I love him.
Oh, me too. Dry.
Nice lady.
As the Sonoran Desert. I mean, he is just dry. And he just writes back an email and he just says, "Well, of course. It's called Thin Line, and so is your project." Okay, of course.
Oh my gosh.
But no, I'd
So
not
it
even
was
thought of
in.
it. But well, you know, it was in, and so they are a music and film festival,
Yeah, it's
and
one
that was
week
all.
one, and then next week is the other, right?
No, well, it's kind of simultaneously. Actually, it
Okay.
simultaneously happened. So this festival, the first film festival I applied to, much less was accepted into. Uh, I was going to play a show that night with two of my favorite songwriters in North Texas, Isaac Hoskins and Joshua Ray Walker at Dan Silverleaf. And of
Okay.
course, this whole pandemic happened. Um, Everything's been canceled for indefinite amount of time. We got over all of that fairly quickly. That our schedules are clear, back to simpler times. Let's say now.
Yeah.
The schedule is free, but they went ahead with the film festival online, and it was cool. They did a great job. So
That's great. And so I know that the film is still being submitted, but what
mhm.
can you tell us about it? Like, what do we need to know when I'm thinking about this Paper Thin Lines?
Okay, so what it is it's a collaborative project between it's kind of multimedia, right? So it's an EP of music with a short film. So not a music video, but a short film that it is atmospherically they and topically they are definitely connected. And in fact, the film is considered, which I found this out after making it, it's considered a poetry film. So it's not driven by dialogue, it's driven by one long poem throughout the entire film. So
Oh.
that poem I actually was mixed in with the ambient kind of theme music, and it's actually included on the record. So if you really want to know what it's all about, stream my music, check it out, Spotify, all that. The album is called Songs from Paper Thin Lines, and you'll hear the poetry, you'll hear the songs. You know it's meant to be an inclusive statement and a look into everyday life on how really people who I think are a good example of how we can live.
Yes.
And I feel like it's the only message that I want to put out there right now, is inclusivity and, you know, people
And
really
just love.
getting over all this stuff. Yeah, just love. And you know, and that's happening now that we're all leaning on each other and loving on each other, even from afar, of course. Hello, Tony Green, on the
Hello,
other side
hello.
of town.
Yes. Even from afar, we are doing just that. I want to give the biggest thank you to Simon Flory. You are my angel that I happened to meet right off of Montgomery. I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
Yes.
I absolutely do.
We want to send some love out to John Prine, and thank you so much for coming on the show, Simon. We're going to have some links to his project. And also, while I have you, Simon, we are also connected to the United Way Tarrant that promoted the Creative Industry Relief Fund. That is a fund for artists, musicians, everybody. So don't forget to donate via the Venmo. We are donating so that all of these artists can continue to create. Simon is one of those artists, and I love you so much.
Thank you, Tony, so much. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thanks for having me on. And
Absolutely.
Of course, stay safe and let me know if you need a mask, and maybe I can hook you up with one, maybe one that says, "Hello, I'm Tony Green" across it or something.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Simon Flory. That was Simon. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Tony.
DJ
Yes,
Shower.
yes, Tony. Yes, Tony. Yes, Tony. How can I help?
Play me a beat? Okay, yes. Okay, how are we doing on time, Clay? Okay. I'm ready.
Are we ready, Tony? It gets jazzier.
Hello, everyone. I'm back. I just was Oh my gosh, I was just looking into my computer right here. Something that I know has been just on the tip of everybody's tongue.
Tell us.
His name is Joe Exotic. Colin, do you know? Do you know about Joe?
Oh yeah, good guy, great guy. No, he's horrible. He's horrible. Never mind.
Okay.
He's a murderer.
Okay, so here, y'all asked for the Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, and Madness. That's the name of the show.
Tiger King tea. Tiger King tea.
Okay, this is the tea of the day. And this is the last thing I have for you guys. Okay, Joe. Oh my gosh. Okay, so and this is spoiler alert, if we can put that out there as well. Okay, Joe, he's out there. He has husbands. Okay, there are multiple husbands. Okay, the husbands are straight. Okay, the husbands are straight. They were straight to begin with. They ended straight. Now one of them is dead. He shot himself. Okay, he shot himself right in front of the whole office. Okay, that's bonkers. That's what, and then what are we supposed to be talking about? The tigers. The tigers are who is at fault here. They are mistreated. Okay, there's some other man. He's off and he's learned everything that he can. Oh, okay, Joe has learned everything and he treasures this man. I don't even know. He's not even in the show for that long, but he's crazy as well. He's crazy. And what does he have? Multiple wives. He did rather not disclose how many. Okay, but it was saying up to 9 wives at the time of the show. I don't know.
Just from personal experience, that's too many wives.
That's too many wives. Okay, the albatross is coming to you soon. You can come to see that from Naaman. He's going to learn to you why you should not have that many wives.
That's
Tony,
right.
Okay.
Tony.
Yes, Colin.
Would you rather have 2 straight husbands or 200 tigers?
That's a great question.
Straight husbands.
but all the tigers are gay. But all the tigers are gay.
200 gay tigers or 2 straight husbands.
Or 2 straight husbands. I will go with the husbands just for now. I might get back to you about that later.
2 husbands for now, but not
Tony,
forever.
Follow-up question. Tony, follow-up question. Do you know anyone who wants a gay tiger?
I do know 2 people.
I'm trying to get rid of 200 gay tigers, Tony. I need your help.
Okay, we will look into that, Colin, separately from the show. Okay, let me bring up the final piece of this puzzle. Her name is Carola Baskins.
Fuck that bitch, Carol Baskin.
She is a murderer. She's
the worst.
A murderer. She has killed. She served her husband up on a platter to these tigers. Okay, and they ate him. And then she said that he went overseas on a flight the week before he was about to divorce her ass. Okay, so where are we at? And that's Tiger King right there. That's a synopsis for you. If you need to watch it still, you can. All I can tell you is donate to those facilities who actually do some of the work. And I can tell you those 3 places, neither Now Rewind, are doing anything for these damn tigers.
Hey,
Thank
Tony,
you so much. Thank you, Timon, Pumbaa, Simba, Nala. I'm looking out for you. And Mufasa, you are in my memories. And thank you so much.
I'm just asking, is that too much tea? Is Tiger King too much tea, Tony?
No, of course not.
Is it not too much? It seems like a lot of fucking tea, bro.
That's the tea. That's the tea. And with that, I have to say, that's it.
That's a wrap?
That's a wrap. That's a wrap on the tea. I want to wrap up the show. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. I want to thank DJ Shower. I want to thank Kolin, Simon Flory.
Yeah.
And, oh my gosh. Yes, I want to thank Milo and Rosalea. And lastly, I want to give a shout out to Bill Withers, who has given us great songs like Lean on Me. But we're going to close out today with one of his songs. Oh my gosh, we have a lovely day where we're looking forward to be after coronavirus leaves us.
Wait, he's not dead, is he?
He died today,
He's
Colin.
dead.
He died today.
Colin.
Oh my fucking God, are you serious?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
All I did was watch Escaping Neverland today. Oh man.
Then I look at you. Then the world alright with me. Just one look at you, Colin. And I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Play me out, DJ Shower. Thank you,
Till
everybody,
next
for
time,
watching.
y'all.
Oh my gosh, thank
Tony
you
did
so
it.
much, everybody. We're about to dance.
A little sharp, Colin. You're a little sharp.
Hey, Colin. It's Colin dancing. Hey. Here, let me get some of these.
People like my smile, just my teeth make me a celebrity often. I don't know what to say, so take this wave and a conquer shade.
Don't show the Sonic. Holla, Brad. Chala.
Oh my God.
Fabulous.
Hey, dude.
My cat. That was pretty good dance, man. I feel like, what's her name? Jennifer. Oh my God, Jennifer, on Hustlers, you know. Oh.